In the 10th period ended June 2017, we achieved operating revenues of 6,947 million yen and net income of 3,218 million yen. That makes for a DPU of 8,217 yen, which was revised upwardly by 212 yen, or 2.6%, from our latest forecast of 8,005 yen. Such great results have been realized by high occupancy rate, rent increase, cost reduction, and profitability improvement. For the 11th period ending December 2017, we forecast operating revenues of 7,101 million yen, net income of 3,221 million yen, and a DPU of 8,224 yen. DPU will be maintained at a level of higher than 8,200 yen. For the 12th period ending June 2018, we forecast operating revenues of 6,976 million yen and net income of 3,173 million yen. We currently forecast a DPU of 8,100 yen, which includes certain stress, such as assumed move-out for the area subject to renewal in this period, because we may receive cancellation notice. As you see a history of DPUs in this page, DPUs have continued to exceed our forecasts since IPO. Now, please see the transition of NAV per unit. It was 329,491 yen as of the end of the 10th period, which means that it has grown by 33% from 248,482 yen as of the end of the 4th period, the time right after the IPO. This significant growth is mainly attributable to the upward trend of appraisal value, but I also believe that our timely investments, which we decided during a year from IPO, especially support increase in NAV. This is the summary of our operation status in the 10th period. The occupancy rate as of the end of the 10th period reached 99.8% and outperformed the result of the 9th period to become the highest record. Renewal brought a rent increase in 4.85 million yen per month in net. Accumulation of the rent increases from the 6th period shows that we have succeeded in the rent increase by 15 million yen per month, or 180 million yen per year. If simply calculated, such rent increase contributes to about a 230 yen increase in a DPU. In the 11th period and later, we will continue the negotiation for rent increases by mainly targeting the contracts with negative rent gaps. Now, please see the situation of rent gap. While the average rent per tsubo of our properties was 14,028 yen as of the end of the 10th period, the average market rent was 14,638 yen. As a result, the rent gap stood at minus 4.17%, and the gap expanded further in comparison with the previous period, thanks to a steady increase in the market rent. This means that the possibility of rent increase has been widened in the future. This graph shows the total monthly rents of areas subject to renewal in the respective period by the rent gap. The contracts with negative rent gaps, which are indicated by dark blue and light blue on the graph, will be the target of our negotiations for rent increases. Now, the vacancy rate of buildings in the Tokyo metropolitan area has continued to decrease, and supply of Grade B offices are limited. So the market condition of rental Grade B offices is very tight. Predicting such a situation, we decided to make intensive investment on the Grade B offices which are located in central Tokyo. And this decision created a synergy effect with our usual effort for enhancement in tenant satisfaction. As a result, we were able to achieve significant growth of NAV and a steady NOI increase supported by high occupancy rates and rent growth. And such effort also contributes to stable growth of DPUs. In addition, we will continue to work actively in the field of engineering management as another measure for enhancement of NOI. In the 10th period, we implemented measures to increase NOI by about 48 million yen. By doing so and combining the results from the 7th period to the current period with the plans for the 11th period, we will be able to contribute to an increase in NOI by about 195 million yen over the total 5 periods. If simply calculated, the amount contributes to about a 250 yen increase in a DPU. This fact proves that engineering management is one of the drivers to increase DPU. We will continue to engage in those measures. In principle, we will maintain the policy to reserve sufficient funds for emergent repairing, while maintaining and enhancing in values of our properties effectively within a scope of the depreciation amounts. Capital expenditure in the 11th period significantly exceeds the estimated amount for depreciation. The reason is that we plan to conduct facility replacement work to use a subsidy in a concentrated manner to meet the conditions for the subsidy application. For the amount beyond the depreciation, we will use our reserved depreciation amount for management. Please take note that we have so far completed 4 facility replacement works using subsidies and filed applications for 7 projects to take place in the 11th period. Out of 7, we have filed 4 applications for the subsidies under the Green Lease system, which allows us to receive part of the utility cost reduction from the tenants as earnings for the medium and long term. So we think that this system will contribute to stable operation of the investment corporation. We will continue to use subsidies in an effective manner to enhance efficiency in capital investment. While the market environment remains overheating, we are striving to achieve the medium to long-term AUM target through disciplined external growth. We newly acquired 5 preferential negotiation rights equivalent to approximately 7,200 million yen as pipeline through Nicholas Capital 10, a bridge fund formed in the 10th period. As a result, the pipeline became 15 properties, equivalent to approximately 29,700 million yen in total as of the end of the 10th period. We have steadily made efforts to stabilize our finance status further by extending the debt maturity period in consideration of interest cost. The average borrowing period as of the end of the 10th period was 4.51 years, which is almost double the 2.42 years as of the end of the 5th period. On the other hand, the average borrowing cost, which was 0.83% as of the end of the 5th period, remains at 0.89% as of the end of the 10th period. Having been recognized for those various efforts, our rating was promoted from single A- positive to single A flat stable after the rating review in April this year. Under the operation I have explained so far, DPUs have constantly increased since IPO. The DPU for the 10th period was 8,217 yen, and we forecast a DPU of 8,224 yen for the 11th period. For the 12th period, we currently forecast that the DPU will be 8,100 yen, which includes certain stress, such as assumed move-out for the area subject to renewal in this period. But we will make further efforts to increase the DPU by maintaining the high occupancy rate and implementing various measures for enhancement of NOI.